Acknowledging your situation is the foundation for meaningful change in your life. It is the moment when you stop running from your circumstances and face them head on. Many people find themselves stuck in difficult situations because they avoid acknowledging the reality of where they are. Whether it's out of fear, shame, or denial, the inability to face the truth often delays progress and prolongs suffering. But the act of acknowledgement is not about self-criticism or dwelling on your problems. It's about understanding your starting point so you can begin to move forward. The first step in this process is to pause and reflect. Life moves quickly. And in the chaos of daily routines, it's easy to avoid thinking about the issues weighing you down. But without reflection, you can't identify the challenges you need to overcome. Take a moment to evaluate where you are, what you feel, and why. Are you feeling unfulfilled in your career? Is a relationship draining your energy? Are you struggling with personal habits that hold you back? This kind of honest self-assessment can be uncomfortable, but it's essential for growth. Acknowledging your situation also means accepting responsibility for your role in it. This is not about blaming yourself for every problem you face. Sometimes external factors play a significant role, but it is about recognizing where your actions, choices, or mindset may have contributed to the current circumstances. For example, if you're in financial difficulty, it's important to ask yourself if certain spending habits or decisions played a part. Taking responsibility empowers you because it reinforces the idea that just as you had a hand in shaping your current reality, you also have the ability to reshape it. Another important aspect of acknowledgement is letting go of denial. Denial is a natural defense mechanism that protects us from emotional pain, but it also prevents us from addressing problems. You might tell yourself that everything is fine when deep down you know it isn't. For example, someone who is unhappy in their job might convince themselves that they have no other options, or someone in a toxic relationship might justify staying because they fear change. Breaking through denial requires courage and honesty. It means facing your fears and confronting the uncomfortable truths you may have been avoiding. While this process can be challenging, it's important to approach it with self-compassion. Acknowledging your situation is not about judging or criticizing yourself. It's about understanding your reality with kindness and patience. Remember, everyone struggles at some point, and no one is perfect. Treat yourself as you would a close friend, offering support, understanding, and encouragement instead of harsh criticism. One of the most powerful outcomes of acknowledging your situation is clarity. When you take a hard look at where you are, you gain a deeper understanding of what needs to change. This clarity allows you to set realistic goals and prioritize what's most important. For example, if you realize that your health is suffering because of poor habits, you can start by identifying small, manageable changes to improve your well-being. If you recognize that you're unhappy because of a lack of purpose, you can begin exploring new opportunities that align with your passions. It's also worth noting that acknowledgement is not a one-time event. As you grow and evolve, new challenges and truths will arise. Learning to regularly assess your situation is a skill that can serve you throughout your life. It helps you stay aligned with your goals and ensures that you remain proactive in addressing issues as they come. In conclusion, acknowledging your situation is a powerful act of self-awareness and courage. It's the first step toward taking control of your life and creating the changes you desire. While it may be difficult to confront uncomfortable truths, the clarity and empowerment it brings are worth the effort. By understanding and accepting where you are, you lay the groundwork for meaningful progress and a brighter future. Taking responsibility for change is a profound and empowering decision that shifts the trajectory of your life. It is the recognition that while external circumstances may influence your situation, you are the central agent of transformation in your own journey. When you accept responsibility, you take ownership of your actions, choices, and attitudes, setting the stage for meaningful and lasting change. The first step in taking responsibility is understanding that your life is shaped by both the decisions you make and the responses you choose. While it's true that certain factors such as your upbringing, environment, or unforeseen events can create challenges, they don't define you or your future unless you allow them to. Taking responsibility means refusing to be a passive observer of your life. Instead, you actively decide to steer your course no matter how rough the waters may be. This shift in mindset can be difficult for some people because it requires letting go of blame. Blame is an easy outlet when things go wrong. It's tempting to point fingers at other people, circumstances, or bad luck. While it's natural to feel frustration or resentment, staying stuck in blame only strips you of your power to change. When you focus on external factors, you give away your control over the situation. Taking responsibility doesn't mean dismissing the role that others or external forces may have played, but it does mean acknowledging that your response to these factors is entirely within your power. Taking responsibility also requires accountability. It's not enough to acknowledge where you've fallen short. You must commit to making changes that align with your goals and values. This might mean altering your habits, learning new skills, or even adjusting your mindset. For example, if you've been struggling with procrastination, it's not enough to recognize the behavior. You need to create a plan to tackle it, such as setting deadlines, breaking tasks into smaller steps, or seeking support when needed. Accountability ensures that your intentions translate into action. Another important aspect of taking responsibility is recognizing the connection between your mindset and your outcomes. The way you think about challenges, setbacks, and opportunities can significantly influence your ability to create change. A fixed mindset believing that your abilities and circumstances are static can lead to feelings of helplessness and stagnation. In contrast, a growth mindset believing that you can improve and adapt empowers you to take responsibility for learning, evolving, and overcoming obstacles. Embracing a growth mindset allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth rather than insurmountable barriers. Taking responsibility is not about achieving perfection. It's about progress. No one is immune to mistakes, and taking responsibility means accepting that you will occasionally stumble. However, rather than dwelling on failures, use them as opportunities to learn and improve. Each misstep offers valuable lessons that can guide you toward better choices in the future. This resilience is key to maintaining momentum on your journey of change. An essential component of this process is self-awareness. To take responsibility, you must be willing to look inward and identify the areas of your life where change is needed. This requires honesty and courage. It's not always easy to admit when you've made a mistake or allowed fear to hold you back, but self-awareness is the cornerstone of personal growth. By understanding your patterns, triggers, and tendencies, you can take deliberate steps toward improvement. Taking responsibility also extends to your relationships and interactions with others. When you own your actions and words, you foster trust and respect. Blaming others or deflecting responsibility damages relationships and hinders collaboration. By taking responsibility, you demonstrate integrity and create an environment where growth and understanding are possible. Ultimately, taking responsibility for change is about reclaiming your power. It's about understanding that while you may not control every circumstance, you have control over how you respond, grow, and adapt. This mindset transforms challenges into opportunities and setbacks into stepping stones. When you take responsibility, you free yourself from the constraints of victimhood and step into a role of agency and purpose. It is a commitment to yourself and your future, a declaration that you have the strength, courage, and determination to create the life you envision. When it comes to making meaningful changes in life, the idea of starting small but starting now is both powerful and practical. Often, people feel overwhelmed by the magnitude of the changes they need to make. They might look at their goals, a healthier lifestyle, financial stability, a more fulfilling career, and feel paralyzed by the sheer size of the task ahead. This sense of being overwhelmed can lead to procrastination, self-doubt, and ultimately inaction. The key to breaking free from this paralysis lies in understanding that transformation doesn't happen overnight. It begins with small, intentional steps taken consistently over time. The beauty of starting small is that it lowers the barriers to action. Big goals often feel intimidating, but small steps feel manageable. If you want to improve your health, for example, you don't need to commit to a grueling 2-hour workout on the first day. Instead, you can start with a 10-minute walk or swapping one unhealthy meal for a nutritious one. These small actions are easier to fit into your existing routine, and they build confidence and momentum. With each small victory, you prove to yourself that change is possible, which encourages you to take the next step. Starting now is equally important. Waiting for the perfect time to begin is a common trap. There will always be excuses, busy schedules, financial constraints, or fear of failure, but the truth is the perfect time rarely, if ever, exists. If you keep waiting, weeks, months, or even years can pass without progress. The best time to start is always now, because every delay only postpones your growth and potential. By taking action today, you set the wheels of change in motion and create a sense of urgency and commitment to your goals. Another advantage of starting small is that it allows you to focus on the process rather than becoming fixated on the outcome. Large goals can feel distant and unattainable, but when you break them down into smaller, actionable steps, you shift your attention to what you can do today. For example, if your goal is to write a book, the thought of completing an entire manuscript may seem daunting. However, committing to writing just 300 words a day makes the task more approachable. Over time, those small efforts accumulate into significant progress. Taking small steps also helps you overcome the fear of failure. When the stakes are lower, the pressure to succeed diminishes. If your first attempt doesn't go as planned, it's easier to regroup and try again. For instance, if you're learning a new skill like cooking, starting with a simple recipe reduces the chances of feeling discouraged if it doesn't turn out perfectly. This approach creates a safe environment for experimentation and learning, which are essential for long-term success. Consistency is another crucial aspect of starting small. While one small action may seem insignificant in isolation, repeated consistently, it has a compounding effect. Imagine the power of saving just a small amount of money every day, dedicating 10 minutes to meditation, or reading a few pages of a book each evening. These small, regular efforts add up over time and create habits that sustain your progress. Consistency transforms isolated actions into lasting change and builds the discipline needed to tackle bigger challenges. It's important to celebrate these small wins along the way. Recognizing and appreciating your progress, no matter how minor, reinforces positive behavior and keeps you motivated. Each small step is a building block that brings you closer to your larger goal. By celebrating these achievements, you acknowledge your effort and remind yourself that you're moving forward, even if the progress feels slow. Lastly, starting small and starting now cultivates a sense of empowerment. It reminds you that you don't have to have all the answers or resources to begin. Change is not about perfection, it's about persistence. You don't need to leap, you just need to take that first step. Each small action affirms your agency and reinforces the belief that you have the power to shape your life. Overcoming fear and self-doubt is one of the most significant hurdles on the path to personal growth and success. These feelings often arise when we are faced with uncertainty, challenges, or the possibility of failure. They can be paralyzing, holding us back from pursuing our goals, taking risks, or embracing new opportunities. However, fear and self-doubt are not insurmountable obstacles. By understanding their origins and developing strategies to counteract them, you can unlock your potential and move forward with confidence. Fear and self-doubt often stem from a combination of past experiences, societal expectations, and internal narratives. Negative experiences, such as failure or rejection, can leave lasting imprints that make us hesitant to try again. Similarly, societal pressures to succeed or conform can create unrealistic expectations, amplifying the fear of not measuring up. The stories we tell ourselves, like "I'm not good enough" or "I can't handle this," further fuel self-doubt and reinforce limiting beliefs. To overcome fear and self-doubt, it's important to first acknowledge their presence. Denying or suppressing these emotions only gives them more power over you. Instead, face them head-on and identify their sources. Ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Why do I doubt myself? Are these fears based on facts or assumptions? This process of self-reflection helps you gain clarity and separates irrational fears from legitimate concerns. One effective way to combat fear is to reframe your mindset. Fear often focuses on the worst-case scenario, magnifying potential risks and minimizing your ability to handle them. Reframing involves shifting your perspective to focus on possibilities instead of pitfalls. For example, instead of thinking, "What if I fail?" ask yourself, "What if I succeed?" Similarly, instead of viewing challenges as threats, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. This shift in perspective reduces the emotional grip of fear and opens the door to positive action. Taking small, deliberate steps is another powerful strategy for overcoming fear and self-doubt. Large goals or daunting tasks can amplify feelings of inadequacy, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable actions makes them less intimidating. Each small step builds confidence and reinforces the belief that you are capable of progress. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, start by practicing in front of a mirror or speaking to a small, supportive group. Gradually, you'll develop the skills and confidence needed to tackle larger audiences. Building self-confidence is crucial in overcoming self-doubt. Confidence doesn't come from waiting to feel ready, it comes from taking action despite uncertainty. Each time you step outside your comfort zone and succeed, even in a small way, you prove to yourself that you are capable. Celebrate these victories, no matter how minor, as they are evidence of your ability to overcome challenges. Fear of failure is one of the most common barriers to growth. To move past it, redefine what failure means to you. Instead of seeing it as a permanent setback or a reflection of your worth, view it as a natural part of the learning process. Every successful person has experienced failure. It is through these experiences that they gain the knowledge and resilience needed to succeed. When you see failure as feedback rather than defeat, it becomes a stepping stone rather than an obstacle. Surrounding yourself with supportive and encouraging people can also make a significant difference. Fear and self-doubt often thrive in isolation, where negative thoughts can spiral unchecked. By seeking guidance, feedback, or encouragement from trusted friends, mentors, or coaches, you gain perspective and reassurance. These external voices can remind you of your strengths and help you challenge the self-critical narratives that fuel doubt. Lastly, practice self-compassion. Fear and self-doubt often arise from harsh self-judgment and unrealistic expectations. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer a close friend. Acknowledge that everyone experiences fear and doubt at times, and that it's okay to struggle. By being gentle with yourself, you create a supportive inner environment that fosters courage and resilience. Building resilience through consistency is a powerful approach to navigating life's challenges and achieving long-term success. Resilience, the ability to recover and adapt in the face of adversity, is not something we are simply born with. It is a skill that can be developed. Consistency plays a critical role in this process, as it creates the foundation for habits, confidence, and strength that enable us to withstand difficulties and bounce back stronger. Resilience begins with the small, everyday actions we take to prepare ourselves for challenges before they arise. Consistency helps establish routines and habits that provide stability and structure in our lives. For example, maintaining a regular exercise routine, even during stressful times, strengthens not only your body but also your mind. Similarly, committing to small daily practices such as journaling, mindfulness, or setting aside time for self-care creates a sense of control and balance. These consistent efforts form the bedrock of resilience by ensuring you have the physical and emotional resources to face challenges. Consistency also builds resilience by fostering a sense of competence and self-efficacy. When you consistently work toward a goal, you accumulate small victories that prove to yourself you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. For instance, studying a little each day rather than cramming before an exam leads to better understanding and confidence in your abilities. Over time, these incremental successes build the belief that you can handle obstacles and overcome setbacks. This sense of self-trust becomes invaluable during difficult times when doubt and fear might otherwise take hold. Moreover, consistency strengthens resilience by normalizing the process of facing and overcoming challenges. When you regularly put yourself in situations that require effort and discipline, you become more comfortable with discomfort. For example, consistently setting and achieving small fitness goals might make the idea of running a marathon seem less daunting. Each time you push through discomfort or difficulty, you teach yourself that challenges are not insurmountable, but rather opportunities for growth. This mindset is the essence of resilience. It's important to recognize that consistency doesn't mean perfection. Life is unpredictable, and there will inevitably be days when you fall short of your goals. What matters is your ability to return to your commitments after a setback. Resilience is built not by avoiding failure, but by learning to recover and recommit. For instance, if you miss a workout or fall behind on a project, don't let it derail your progress. Instead, use it as an opportunity to practice resilience by getting back on track and continuing forward. Consistency also creates a ripple effect that reinforces resilience over time. As you consistently engage in positive actions, you start to see results that motivate you to keep going. For example, saving a small amount of money each week might initially feel insignificant, but over months and years, it builds into a substantial safety net. Seeing this progress reinforces your belief in the value of consistent effort and gives you the confidence to tackle larger challenges in other areas of your life. Surrounding yourself with positive influences is crucial. Seek out people who inspire and uplift you, as their energy can help you develop a more optimistic perspective. Similarly, spending time in nature or engaging in physical activity can enhance your mood, as both are known to reduce stress and improve overall well-being. Developing resilience is key to maintaining positivity during tough times. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as opportunities to learn and grow. Reframing challenges in this way can help you maintain a balanced and constructive approach to life. Finally, integrating affirmations and mindfulness practices into your daily routine can solidify a positive outlook. Deep breathing exercises, meditation, or simply repeating uplifting affirmations can calm your mind and keep you centered, even in stressful situations. At its core, positivity begins with your mindset. How you perceive the world shapes your experiences and influences your actions. A positive mindset means actively choosing to focus on what's going well instead of fixating on what's going wrong. It's about reframing challenges as opportunities to learn and grow rather than insurmountable barriers. One of the most powerful tools for cultivating positivity is practicing gratitude. Gratitude is the act of recognizing and appreciating the good in your life, no matter how small it may seem. This practice shifts your focus away from what you lack and toward what you already have. For example, you might feel grateful for a supportive friend, a sunny day, or a delicious meal. Over time, consistently practicing gratitude rewires your brain to notice and amplify positive experiences. This not only boosts your mood, but also creates a sense of abundance and contentment that empowers you to face challenges with confidence. Empowering yourself with positivity also involves being intentional about the people and environments you surround yourself with. Negative influences, whether in the form of critical people, toxic relationships, or stressful environments, can drain your energy and reinforce feelings of doubt or pessimism. On the other hand, surrounding yourself with supportive, encouraging individuals and uplifting environments can fuel your positivity and inspire you to grow. Seek out relationships with people who believe in your potential, cheer on your successes, and remind you of your strengths. These connections create a powerful network of positivity that uplifts and motivates you. Another key element of positivity is the language you use, both outwardly and inwardly. Pay attention to your self-talk, the internal dialogue that runs through your mind throughout the day. Negative self-talk, such as "I'm not good enough" or "I always mess up," undermines your confidence and reinforces self-doubt. Replacing these thoughts with affirmations like "I am capable" or "I'm doing my best" helps reprogram your mindset to align with positivity. Similarly, the words you speak to others matter. Positive communication fosters connection, trust, and a sense of shared optimism, further reinforcing a cycle of empowerment. Taking care of your physical and mental well-being is also essential for cultivating positivity. When you feel good physically, it's easier to maintain a positive outlook. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, adequate sleep, and time spent outdoors all contribute to improved mood and energy levels. Mental self-care, such as mindfulness practices, meditation, or seeking therapy, helps you manage stress, process emotions, and stay focused on the present moment. By prioritizing your health, you create a strong foundation that supports a positive mindset. Empowering yourself with positivity also requires letting go of perfectionism and embracing self-compassion. Perfectionism often leads to unrealistic expectations and feelings of failure when things don't go as planned. Positivity reminds you that it's okay to make mistakes and that growth is a journey, not a destination. Treating yourself with kindness and understanding during difficult times helps you bounce back more quickly and fosters a sense of inner strength. An important aspect of positivity is celebrating your progress, no matter how small. Life's challenges can sometimes make it easy to overlook the steps you've taken toward your goals. By acknowledging and celebrating your achievements, you reinforce your belief in your abilities and build momentum for continued success. Each small victory is a reminder of your capability and resilience, empowering you to keep moving forward. Finally, empowering yourself with positivity involves contributing to the positivity of others. Acts of kindness, whether it's offering a compliment, lending a helping hand, or simply listening with empathy, not only uplift those around you, but also enhance your own sense of purpose and fulfillment. When you spread positivity, you create a ripple effect that benefits everyone, including yourself.